Hello everybody, welcome back to the Footy Recap. We've got some big news for Liverpool today, as it looks as though Bradley Barcola and Ibrahima Mbaye could be heading to Anfield next season. Obviously, we've also seen talks that Gakpo may end up going to Tottenham for around 70 million. And I've been seeing figures in the region of around £150 million for both Barcola and Mbaye to go from PSG to Liverpool in this window. Obviously, I think everyone has seen that picture of Barcola and Mbaye sat in the stands together the other day when PSG were playing Lens as it was in a game in France, and they were both sat there looking very dejected, not even on the bench but sat in the stands and ousted from the team, looking like moves for them are incoming and Liverpool is looking like the direction, which would be fantastic news for Liverpool, who are looking to try and replace the output of Mo Salah, who has now left Liverpool, obviously a legend in the making, or a legend in the game and the Premier League, Mo Salah leaving Liverpool. And how will Liverpool now replace his output? And it looks as though they're going to try and go big. They've already got Munoz, looking like Barcola and Mbaye could also come. I've been seeing loads of people saying that Liverpool are trying to sign three wingers in this window. That's always been the case for them. And the reality is, especially if Gakpo leaves, you would imagine that Liverpool would sign Barcola. He would be the left winger. Mbaye would be a good option across the forward line. They've still got Ngamoa, Chiesa, and of course, there are plenty of players in their youth team that could make an appearance as well. Isak, Ekitike as well to come back. Their forward line's starting to look pretty nice. We know Wirtz could play left wing. Szoboszlai can play right wing. Liverpool are starting to look quite stacked and frankly quite scary going into next season if they do get Barcola and Mbaye and they retain some of their other players, obviously Munoz, Ngamoa and Chiesa and a few others there as well, like I mentioned. So Liverpool looking like they are putting their foot on the gas with these deals, and I think the reality is for Liverpool that even though, this deal has rattled on for the whole of the transfer window, I think it's pretty clear now, the details coming out. Fabrizio Romano in this transfer window about this Barcola deal, reminding me a lot of the Isak saga last season for Liverpool, where he was adamant the entire time that Isak would go to Liverpool. Many other journalists said otherwise. Ornstein and others all said that Isak would never leave Newcastle last season, and he did. Similar thing with Florian Wirtz last season as well. And now it's looking like he's chomping at the bit about this Barcola situation as well. He said that he knew from May that Barcola wanted to move to Liverpool. Personal terms are done, and basically all that's left to get is sorted is the fee. And the fee is looking like it's getting pretty close to being finalised now. Liverpool looking to add Barcola and Mbaye to their attack, which I think would add more pace, more power, more directness, and ultimately trying to replace the output of Salah, like I said. I think Barcola, Mbaye and Munoz, along with Ngamoa, they've still got Chiesa, Wirtz, Szoboszlai, and then Isak, Ekitike to come back. The reality is, I think Liverpool are starting to build quite a formidable forward line with lots of versatile players, something that Iraola, I believe, has mentioned quite a lot, is that Liverpool need versatile forwards that can play in different positions, that can swap wings in mid-game, something that Bournemouth did ad nauseum last season to great effect. Bournemouth played exceptionally well last season, 57 points and Europa League football for the first time ever. The reality is, for me, I think Liverpool, with a few additions, especially Barcola and Mbaye, I think they'll be looking pretty scary next season, to be honest. The reality is Iraola had a mixed pre-season, but I watched the game against Como. I am a Liverpool fan, and that was the first time Liverpool played their first team against Como for the whole game, and really, Liverpool played very, very well. Very solid, compact. The addition of Araujo as well, behind Jeremy Jacquet in that centre-back area, has alleviated a lot of the stress and worries, people might say, around the centre-back options for Liverpool. With Konate leaving, Jeremy Jacquet was brought in as his replacement, but coming back from a long-term injury, and Leone as well, Araujo being added to their squad, really shoring them up at the back next to Van Dijk. Van Dijk, as usual, looking imperious. I think Liverpool could start looking very scary next season, to be honest, if we do end up adding Barcola, and especially if we add Mbaye as well. That's going to give Liverpool 5 wingers that can all play left wing and right wing, and they're all incredibly fast, high work rate, turn the ball over high. I mean, this is exactly how Iraola plays. He wants to press the goalkeeper. He wants to force the opponents to turn the ball over. The press is high. It's aggressive. It's dangerous, risky football, but with players of high quality that are good on transitions from back to front, and also good at winning the ball back high up the pitch. I've seen Barcola on a number of occasions win the ball back high in the pitch because of his incredible pace. This team is going to be full of pace and power, pressing, directness, and ultimately, I think goals as well. Because Salah, let's face it, even though he was incredibly fit and basically never missed a game through injury for Liverpool, he was only one man. And I think spreading the output across multiple players, it alleviates a lot of the pressure on these players to perform as well. I think with Barcola, Mbaye, Engamoa, Chiesa, and Munoz, with all these players that can rotate, and they can rotate in the Champions League, in the Cups, still providing the same blueprint of pace and power and high pressing, high work rate in the winger areas for Liverpool, it could end up being very, very good for them. We are seeing talks advancing for Barcola and Mbaye. No actual real updates over the past few days, but I think things are getting pretty close on this now. PSG have replaced both of them in reality. Akliouche, Ferran Torres and Mika Götze have all been signed by PSG. And in reality, that signals to me that deals are advanced for Barcola and Mbaye to be leaving PSG. And Liverpool are working on both of these according to what we've been seeing. Very interesting times ahead as a Liverpool fan for me. But let me know down below what you think about this. Because honestly, I think with Barcola, Wirtz, Engamoa and Isak as their front four, Liverpool, that's got to be the best front four in the league, in my opinion. Barcola, an exceptionally good player, played very well in the World Cup. And he looks like a very unique profile in terms of just the sheer pace and aggression of him in the way that he drives forward. He looks like he always plays on the shoulder of the last man. I think if Wirtz could find him in behind a few times, he's going to be providing a massive threat. This is by no means a done deal. But as of now, it is looking like to me that Bradley Barcola is going to be heading to Liverpool. Let's just check a few more pundits today to see where we're at in terms of this. So you can see discussions continuing here. Apparently around 140 million euros is what PSG want. That's about 110 million pounds. I think Liverpool will pay that. And then we'll pay 40 million for Mbaye. 150 million for both, with Gakpo being sold to Tottenham for 70 million. I think that's great business. You can see across the board here we have got more updates. This is a guy from France. He's got his finger on the pulse. Liverpool are trying to get Bradley Barcola. Paul Joyce here behind the scenes. Oh wait, that's the wrong Paul Joyce. Never mind. But you can see what I mean. We are looking at the last 2 weeks of the window here. And I think the reality is that we are going to get Liverpool buying Barcola in this window. Like I was saying, Liverpool were quoted initially 175 million euros for Barcola, which is like 145 million pounds. Obviously, no one's going to pay that, but they have dropped their asking price now because they've got replacements ultimately. And as it stands right now, it looks like Bradley Barcola will be a Liverpool player going into next season. A few more updates here. Let's take a look. Abdullah Bulmer saying the same thing. It's the same update being reposted here again. You can see discussions are continuing. Exchanges are regular. And the Parisians are wanting around 140 million euros, around 110 million pounds. I can imagine that Liverpool pay that. They're just waiting for the price to come down from the 140 million euros, 40 million pounds that was being quoted. I think the reality is here, the dominoes are falling, and Liverpool may end up with a brand new winger in the next week or so, maybe two, if they get him by as well. As always, I want to know what you think. Get your comments in down below. I'm fascinated to know what you think about all of this. Like and subscribe, do all that good YouTube stuff, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care.